Yeah, do that one more time.
Oh, I am calling this Monroe or City of Monroe Personnel and Finance Committee meeting to order on this dreary Wednesday. Okay, so
All right.
we'll get to topic B. So topic A, oh yeah, call to order / roll call. All right. Mayor Sheets.
Oh, I'm here.
Okay. Counselor Williams.
Here.
Okay. Counselor Lindner is here. City recorder roll. So did we agree on that salary range, which I was hoping would be here in front of us, but it's not. Let's see here. Salary range. City recorder. All right, so I had proposed an hourly rate of 27.32 to 34.63, and that includes the cost of living adjustment for 2025.
And Dawn went ahead and budgeted the high end of that just to be safe.
Awesome.
So
Okay. And are we good with that being a halftime role?
Is that 20 hours?
yeah, I think that's all that it really honestly needs to be at this point in time.
Okay.
I mean, if it needs to be more, I mean, staff could let us know,
Yeah.
but let's start with 20 and see what happens.
Yeah, that sounds good. I think that's a good idea. All right.
So that's going to be a separate position, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
It's
because I'm
been-
feeling like Dawn thinks that she's obligated to do that. And
Right. She had an email. Yeah. That's a great point. So I think that we need to either plan for a recruitment or ask her what she's willing to offload in order to come up with that difference.
She talked about that a little bit. So her thought process was this. So Dawn suggested that right now she is the accounting specialist, and that is her full-time 40 hours a week role.
Yeah.
Which she was thinking, because now we don't have adequate controls in the city hall now
Yeah.
to double check work. So she's like usually the one that does the work.
She
She's
can't
not
check
the-
her own work.
She can't check her own work, and Gabi can look at stuff, but she's not quite trained yet. So what her thought was offload part of her accounting specialist role to Gabi. Now, the thing is with Gabi, she's working 30 hours a week.
Mhm.
So
And that's all she can work. is
Yeah.
our understanding.
correct.
And she's also not like qualified. She hasn't gone through accounting training, GAP.
right, so yeah, we didn't interview her, so I don't know what her background is.
That's a good point.
So I don't know. We've got basically Dawn's doing 40 hours a week and Gabi's doing 30 hours a week. And it's almost like it feels like either we need to bring someone in part-time like
Yeah.
Counselor Williams is suggesting,
Yeah.
or we're gonna have to bite the bullet and either Gabi has said that the vehicle that she needs to come down here to work,
Mhm.
she shares it with her significant
Mhm.
other. So her availability to work like a full 40 hours is limited. So that's why she can only do 30.
Okay.
So I honestly, I'm not sure what to do.
Is this a kind of role that we can also contract out through an IGA with another government? Is that something, or are there like temp city recorders or temp? I mean, like,
I don't
people who are-
know. That's a good question. I mean, when I was talking to Michelle Eldridge, so she's the city manager over in Harrisburg,
Mhm.
she said council at the very least needs to do a resolution and agreeing to a city recorder pro tem
Okay.
until we, and have someone do that until we figure out what we really want to do. So it's like, I have a feeling that this is gonna be kind of a 2 or 3 pronged thing. Or phased thing. We're gonna start with, okay, we'll go ahead and we'll do the resolution, do the pro tem thing. And then we need to figure out who currently in the office can do the role and see if there is bandwidth for Gabi to take on and offset whatever Dawn's doing. We don't know that, we don't
That's
know.
just to do a checks and balances of what Dawn's doing, not to do her current job
Not her-
description,
not her-
right?
Correct.
Okay.
So my impression is that having her do city recorder and accounting specialist, that would be too much.
Yeah, I would
So,
agree with
Yeah.
that.
So
Is there any lower level work that Dawn does that Abby could take on? Like, I mean, I know that's that's why we hired Gabi, was to take over this general admin support work, but is
Right.
there
Mhm.
anything that, you know, I mean,
Yeah.
or-
I'm not sure. I mean, right, the responsibilities that Dawn has right now, I mean, there's the whole budget piece, which
Yeah.
that's a big
That's a
thing, right?
beast.
right.
That's a beast in itself. Absolutely agree. And then there's the regular daily accounting, the accounts receivable, the accounts payable stuff. That's also a big chunk.
Yeah.
And then, I mean, she is taking the lead in City Hall
Yeah.
when things come in.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's like, that's a lot.
And it's just that from an efficiency standpoint, that's got to really
Yeah.
Bog her down.
bog her down. I mean, that's wearing a lot of hats, and a lot of that work she's doing is very detailed work. And when she's entertaining,
Right.
the public that
Mhm.
comes in
Mhm,
and then
yep.
having to switch those gears, that's
She's
Yeah, I
getting
mean, right now
distracted
she's
doing
that.
even, dealing with the planning stuff. I mean, I was in City Hall the other day and we had one of the gentlemen, Mike Rose, I believe it was, and he has one of the planning projects in town. He had talked with the former city administrator. Fortunately, Dawn knew enough about it that she was able to help him with some of the
Mhm.
things that he needed.
Okay.
So, I mean, she's doing that
Yeah.
too. So it's like, do we want to go ahead and just recruit for, I mean, I'm talking myself into this nice circle.
Yeah.
My vote would be to recruit for a city recorder role, because I think we're
Yeah.
going to need it. And
there isn't enough, like, in order for that function to be performed well for the city, Dawn would have to offload a lot, like half of her work,
Yeah.
and she can't.
Yeah.
She just can't unless she's working overtime. She doesn't sound like she wants to. She has a family.
yeah,
She's got a
Yeah,
life outside of
yeah,
Monroe.
absolutely.
I think we need to hire a
I
temp.
think what she was, I think what she's looking for is more pay, I think.
Mhm.
And I think, and they all, I mean, especially right now,
Yeah,
they definitely deserve more pay.
definitely.
So and we'll sort that out too. We'll talk about that
Yeah.
too. But I think that's what she's looking at. And I understand that completely.
Mhm.
So, I mean, the city recorder position, I think that actually, it pays, I'm trying to remember if the bottom end of that pays
It's actually
more.
below what she's currently earning.
Okay, so I
The
mean,
bottom is, so it's,
okay,
it wouldn't-
so, and I don't think, I would have to look at her app when she applied for the role originally. I don't recall if she had an accounting background or not an accounting background, sorry, city recorder background.
she did not. I'm pretty sure she didn't.
Yeah.
Dawn, you
Yeah,
said?
Dawn,
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean, that's a kind of a specialized,
That's a very
It is.
specific niche.
let me see what her,
That pay, I don't.
Right.
yeah.
I mean, I know I can look at, so I have access to the League of Oregon Cities. They have a list of city managers and city administrators. Many of those individuals have either a city recorder background or they started out as a city recorder.
Yeah.
I mean, Michelle Eldridge over in Harrisburg, she was a city recorder.
Okay.
So, I mean, that's kind of that's one path to it.
Mhm, mhm.
So, I mean, I could look and see if there's anybody there.
That would be
Okay.
great. Yeah.
But it'd be 20 hours and it would just be city recorder. So, I can certainly ask and see what folks say. I mean,
I just don't want to burden our current staff who are already burdened. Throwing more
Yeah.
money at them isn't, we're going to do that anyway.
Yeah.
I don't think
Yeah, I
this is the place
agree.
to do
I
it.
wholeheartedly agree. And I mean, we're missing a big chunk, I think. We're sandwiched in between two universities here,
Mhm.
and both of them have a path to do this type of work. So we can't neglect to think about that. I know the pay isn't great, but maybe you get somebody who's, finishing up
Fresh
their
out of
senior
school.
year or fresh out of school, and they want the experience, and they can come, with the book smarts, and we can offer them the experience. I think that would be.
well, I mean, there's that, but I think there's definitely that possibility. But I honestly think we need to have someone with some experience because it's like, I know, current staff experience it's
Mhm.
okay.
Mhm.
I mean, Dawn's been in this role now for, has it been 2
True.
years now?
Mhm.
And then Gabi's only been here for 2 months.
Yeah.
So I'm concerned if we throw another
Newbie.
individual newbie in, that could make, that could possibly burden Dawn even more.
That's good.
Yeah, but we're still hiring for the city administrator role, right? We're
I
still,
don't think we're
We
gonna-
don't know.
We're
It's kind of a temp need. Like we need people to help with the city planning until these 5 developments are developed. And that could be a couple of years maybe,
Mhm.
but that could all be done through IGAs with Philomath.
Blow it through whoever. Well,
Um,
and the thing is, and I know we've talked about this before, but the whole city administrator position was being paid out of multiple funds because of the different hats the former city administrator was. So, I mean, he had the administrative role, which was paid out of the general administration fund, excuse me. And then he was water operator, so we would pay him out of water, and he was doing wastewater, so we paid him
Yeah.
out of wastewater. And we've talked about how we don't want to have someone that's got multiple hats.
yeah.
It really, it's limiting. Well, for one, looking for someone that can do that. And if you look for someone like that, they're going to probably want a lot more money than what we
Yeah.
paid the former city administrator.
Yeah.
So it's like, so
Okay.
if we par back to just a city administrator, I think, what was it Dawn said, about $60,000
Mhm.
Yeah.
roughly
Mhm.
is all that we have. And that's, you could get maybe half of a city administrator. That's about it.
Yeah.
But maybe you could get half a city administrator. It's a city recorder too. I don't know. I don't even know if we want to even go that route. I think we need to focus on the city recorder piece because it is required by
Yeah.
the state.
Yeah.
We must have one.
And in the interim, we're working with Philomath to work on an IGA to get the city admin work hammered out, right?
We're working with, well, that's with planning.
Oh, planning, that's
Harrisburg
right.
is helping us with some bits and
Finance.
pieces. Yeah.
Okay.
I did talk to Michelle about the finance and budget pieces. I suggested an agreement and she basically implied that an agreement wasn't necessary.
Oh, that's
As long,
nice.
as long as it's just, calling over there and it's a question here or there, she's okay with it.
They're so kind to us.
Oh, yeah.
Like
They are,
Harrisburg
but-
is such a good, go ahead.
I mean, I think that's great, and that's great until it's not great, and then
Yeah.
we have nothing to fall back
It's
on.
true.
Right,
And that's
right.
that's what scares me, because that's
Oh,
the
yeah.
world I live in.
Right. Oh,
And
yeah.
I've seen it
Yeah.
happen. I've seen handshakes and they go for years, but then
Right.
something falls apart. And that
Right.
seems to have been our history here. And that's why
Yeah.
we got the previous city administrator and we brought it
Yeah.
all in-house, because we had all
Mhm.
those IGAs and it
Right.
wasn't super successful. It was from
Well,
what I've heard. I don't.
the city administrator prior to,
The last
the
one.
last one had a background in planning. So, and he actually had a background with budget too. So, he was wearing multiple hats. He just didn't do the public works piece of it. We actually had a public works director at that point, but he ended up quitting. Whole nother story, but so it's like, well,
Yeah, I think that as long as we can manage it and it works well, and we
Yeah.
do have, with the IGAs, not necessarily with Harrisburg, that's
yeah.
a different relationship, but,
Yeah.
and it seems like Dawn has a really good, solid foundation
Mhm.
and an understanding of the
I think-
budget and kind of the AP.
I think
and-
so, yeah. I mean, she's very involved with it. I mean, maybe when we're recruiting for a city recorder, maybe we'll find one with a budget background. I don't know. That's just me being optimistic. So,
Yeah. I mean, we wouldn't want to, I guess she is performing, like the budget work isn't in her normal job description. So she is doing work that's above what she. would
and we
normally
should
do.
probably see if the municipal court piece is actually in her job description.
Okay.
Because she actually went over to Harrisburg for a few hours this afternoon. They had court. And she had some clarifying things that she wanted to make sure she understood. And Michelle was like, well, go over and you can sit with the court administrator and you can see how we did. And they had like 60 cases, 65 cases, something like that today.
Really?
They had a lot. So yeah, Dawn got to see quite a bit. So
And is that our expectation of her here when we have court?
We don't
no,
have
not
court.
to that volume, not to that volume.
Okay.
We have
No.
like
I don't even,
two
Yeah,
maybe,
like-
cases a month.
maybe
Yeah.
maybe five at the most. I mean, it's not a lot. And most
Okay.
people
Not a big
don't
time
come in.
suck.
They come in and they pay.
Mhm.
They might come in and pay, but most just pay it. And the judge is there if someone shows up.
Mhm.
So,
So, okay. Do we want to try to recruit for a regular position or are we going to try for a pro tem role? Either way, we have to do a resolution, right?
We do,
need,
yes.
we have that job description or a description that Michelle
do.
shared.
yeah, we can use
Okay.
that.
Okay. Do we want it to be temp or regular? I would think regular, like it's gonna be an ongoing need, correct?
The thing is, we just don't know for sure. I hate to say temp because
Mm-hmm.
then people are like, well,
If it's temp and part-time, that will be difficult to fill.
yeah, it will be very difficult. I think if we're doing part-time and it's, not a temp thing, we need to set expectations with whoever is the candidate and go, look, we're doing it this way because we want to be able to recruit someone really that has the experience that we need.
Yeah.
We don't know our direction yet, but we need you. And I
Oh,
don't know
boy.
how to play that out. I just was like,
I mean,
I know it's hard. It's like,
as an HR person, I wouldn't even say that part. I
Yeah, I
hate to
wouldn't-
say it, like nothing is guaranteed. I might get furloughed next week. So I mean, like
Right,
nothing
right.
is,
right. I mean, you can
shit's
say,
hitting the
you
fan,
can
pardon
say
my language.
that.
Yeah.
Stuff is hitting the fan.
It
Pardon.
is.
Right, right.
And not just here. I mean, like,
Yeah,
right.
totally.
No,
Yeah.
I get
pardon my
it.
language. I'm sorry that got recorded.
Okay.
I,
I think we're gonna have better candidates if it's a part-time permanent role,
yeah,
but we do need to be clear that things change.
we're trying to get stuff cleaned up. Rules can evolve,
Right.
including existing roles that might take that function over. I don't know if we
Still
want to say that
transition
though.
period.
Yeah.
So-
And yeah, but I think just in industry out there, that's kind of normal. I
Yeah,
mean, so I
yeah.
wouldn't, nobody has everything buttoned up.
Yeah.
Right.
Every
Yeah.
role is transition, so.
Right.
Yeah.
I can understand that.
Um,
Okay, so part-time
it's a-
permanent at this point.
I think
Yeah.
it would be,
There won't be any benefits, so we don't have to worry about that piece.
Yeah.
So, because that Dawn reminds me,
Mhm.
32 is the magic number.
Mhm.
So,
All right, so we'll need a resolution, correct?
yes,
At
correct.
city hall or next city council.
For city council, yeah. So
Part-time.
but in
resolution.
the interim, then we can assign the duties for the city recorder role can we do them or do we need to have city staff do them?
I think that's an in-office role.
It
It's
would
like
have to
a
be, yeah.
somebody who's documenting all kinds of legal things that come across the desk,
Yeah.
like
Yeah, I
legally
mean, Dawn
binding.
is already, so right now I'm signing things. She is keeping track of what I'm signing until we have a resolution at city council that myself and I think it's gonna end up be Councilor Cuthbertson.
Mhm.
We can actually sign things on behalf of the city, so.
Okay.
Yeah.
And we are gonna be paying her extra anyway for the higher duties, so
Yes,
Absolutely.
that city recorder
Yeah.
part will inform that pay, I
Yeah.
think. Poor city.
I know.
So that's a great segue into the next subject. So differentials for staff who have certifications. Do we want to do C first and then come back to B, or should we just go in order? We could just go in order. Differentials for staff.
That's fine.
So
That's
for
fine.
example,
Mhm.
Mr. Mark, let's see,
So I think
Yes.
it was,
50 cents.
he gets a certification, he gets a 50 cent hour raise. Yeah,
Only 5 certifications total.
correct. And I think right now he has 1 or 2. He's got at least 1.
He has one, he's working toward two, I think.
Okay. And I think it's the wastewater one that he has.
Yeah, let's see here. Mhm.
God, I have to take off my glasses to read. This is getting bad.
Well, I'm trying to remember from memory, so.
So here's, the starting wage was $20 an hour. He received $1 an hour high, like another $1 an hour after 6 months. And then there's the 50 cent per hour wage increase for each Oregon water treatment certification up to level 2 for
Okay.
both wastewater and distribution collection
Okay.
certifications.
Okay.
So we need to find out. Oh, man, I thought I had everyone's salaries in my email and I can't find that either.
Okay.
Don, Mark, pay.
Trying to remember,
We don't have their rates. Is that gonna help?
The
you?
rates?
Yeah, I'm looking at, Don's is 2886.
Oh, great. Okay.
Bobby's is 2085.
Sorry, Dawn is 2886?
Yes.
correct.
Okay.
Gabby is 2085.
Okay.
And Ron is 1750.
Okay,
Mark is, it's like 29.75 with a 50 cent plus a 50 cent differential. So 29.75 plus 50.
so 30, 25?
Yeah,
Okay.
And then there's Charles Cross.
that's Chuck
that's Chuck.
Cross, yeah.
Uh-huh. What's
He's
he?
2150.
Okay,
Okay. Thank you for pulling those up.
Mhm.
so with Ron, that's another conversation. I won't start it now.
Okay.
Um. Okay. So Mark is currently at 29.75. So that means, and he's been here for 4-ish years.
Yep. Mhm.
Don said that he is not, his current salary is not on a pay scale, correct? It's like not, it doesn't align with an actual step.
No, it doesn't, because he's basically hit
Top.
the top
Oh.
of his current pay grade at this
Okay.
point.
And that's not abnormal when like
Mhm.
in a classified salary range.
Yeah.
People can get
Mhm.
maxed out and then you just,
Yeah.
the
so you
whole
have
range
to-
gets
yeah,
adjusted.
You have to do some adjustments, yeah.
Um,
Mhm.
as long as his wage is market competitive. And I'll find out later this year when I do a salary analysis. 29, 30, 25.
Okay.
So he is earning his credentials, his differentials that we know of.
Yeah,
So there's actually nothing about Mark's rate needs to be adjusted except for the cost of living allowance
right.
adjustment.
Mhm.
And we're talking, okay, so the other thing we're talking about that we mentioned earlier in email is retroactively,
Mhm.
Yeah.
right,
Yeah.
to January 1st.
Yeah. Is that when
Okay.
it should have gone into
That's when
effect?
it should have, yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
The COLA. We're also talking about maybe doing a step increase for everybody as a
Yeah.
retention means and also to say thank you for
Yeah.
being here and
absolutely.
helping. You're
Yeah.
on board with that?
Yeah.
Okay. That's what the mayor and I had kind of thought like,
Yeah,
That's the least we can do. I mean, this is turmoil for them and
this is crisis mode.
it's
yeah.
tough. It's a surprise every time someone walks into City Hall sometimes.
they
So,
already probably not felt supported. And so it would be good gesture, I think. Yeah, that we
Well,
recognize
and
their.
I
Yeah.
try to go down there. I didn't go down today, but I try to go down there, at least try to go down there every day after I'm done with work.
Mhm.
Sometimes I go down at lunch because there's always stuff that needs to be signed. They had like PTO requests and overtime that the former city administrator was not signing and approving.
Just sitting
And
on his
I'm
desk.
like,
Oh my gosh.
For
that's-
weeks.
that
so
is-
that's why I'm going down there every day and signing that stuff. So they know
Yes.
someone actually does give a crap.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm trying really hard. If we can give them some more money, that would be really,
Mhm.
really appreciated. I know it would be.
Okay, so. Regular, permanent. Okay, so I'm gonna just make a note on here to check with Dawn tomorrow, make sure. He currently only has one credential that
Mhm.
needs
That's
a
what it,
differential,
that's what
right?
it appears
Okay.
Yeah,
to.
that's what it sounds like. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
One,
How far he is from his next one, but
okay.
suppose I could ask him.
Okay, so let's come back to C, because I want to talk more about the cost of living allowance.
Okay.
Okay, so pay range adjustments, we're all on board, 2.5% increase effective January 1st, plus increasing everyone up a step, which is the equivalent of another 3.5%. I need to create the pay tables for those.
Okay.
I will do that either tonight or tomorrow.
So we're looking at 6% increases for everybody.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's a total of 6%. Okay, so that's good.
And that is in addition to temporary increases for the staff who are doing higher level
Additional,
duties.
yeah.
Right.
Okay. Make table with.
What would that increase look like for those higher level duties?
That's a great
That's a
question.
great, yeah. So
Yeah.
that was
That's another question.
in
So-
my employment environment, it's always a minimum of 5%. I would say depending on the gravity and the weight of that work, I would go 5 to 7.5, 5 to 10%. Like if we're asking Dawn to do budget work,
Mhm.
7, I don't know. Like, I don't know. I'm just
Well,
spitballing here.
there's
So-
Don and then Mark. I mean, he is, So he's not certified to be a
Mhm.
DRC.
Yeah.
He's now he's under Chuck's direct, I mean, it's not
Yeah.
Mark
Right, yeah.
and former city administrator and Chuck. It's directly with Chuck.
To check. Yeah.
And so Chuck is basically bringing Mark and Chuck Cross under his wing and including them and with his Harrisburg crew
Mhm.
so that they're getting training across the board.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
is.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
It definitely is.
So in the meantime, I mean, Mark is doing pseudo-ish DRC duties.
Like
on
as an
top of-
apprentice, kind of.
Yeah, I mean, Mark is doing other things too. As an example, I asked him to call one of the biggest developer that we have right now,
Mhm.
just to make sure that he's okay.
Mm,
And Mark was all over it. He called Serge up and talked to him
That's
and
awesome.
yeah.
and so it's like Mark's willing to pitch in where he can
Yeah.
too. And
Yeah.
so Mark definitely, yeah. I mean, I feel like Mark and Don most definitely
Mhm.
deserve temporary increases because they are doing more.
Okay.
So I don't know if Don is offloading anything to Gabi in the meantime. I
Right.
don't know the answer to that question, and I don't know about Chuck either.
Okay. Okay. So we'll ask Dawn tomorrow. Dawn, what, if anything, is being offloaded?
And like if they can put a time to the work that's being done and do a time study, that would be really great, you know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like a percentage of their
Mhm.
FTE.
Oh,
just to
that'd be nice.
Quantify it better.
If we knew, yeah. Because honestly, just don't. I just, I see stuff, but that's just a snapshot.
Right.
That's not every single day. So.
And we'll ask Mark also about Chuck. I imagine not a whole lot. I think Chuck is still figuring out his.
Yeah, I mean,
role,
he is
right?
towards the end of his 6-month probation. I think he's got about a month left.
Yeah.
And then Gabi is roughly 2 months into hers.
So that's something we should loop in
Mhm.
Counselor Williams about.
Oh,
So
yeah.
last night, Gabi messaged me, texted me using the work phone that she has, which is totally fine and appropriate. And she asked to meet with me today or yesterday. I didn't have time because we're dealing with the chaos at work. But I did message with her and she asked if she could come out of her probationary period, essentially because she wanted to know that she has job security and because she wanted the new rate. And I said, after consulting
We
with the
talked,
mayor,
yeah.
we said no, but here is why. I'll just read my response. So she wrote, "Hi Lisa, this is Gabi Gonzalez. This is the work cell I use. I was wondering if you would have time today or tomorrow before 4 o'clock to discuss the possibility of me being out of my probationary period. Please let me know what works best for you." And then a few minutes later, she wrote, "I realized I should have clarified my earlier request and I hope I did not give you any anxiety. No worries if you cannot meet today, but to clarify, I would like to meet to discuss ending my probationary period early,
Mhm.
simply to confirm / assure me I have secure employment and about stepping into my new pay increase of the increase of responsibilities and expectations, which we need to clarify,
Yeah, we need
that I have already been meeting since I started working 39 days about a month and a half ago." So she's a month and 10 days in.
Okay.
Again, no worries if you're not available. I just wanted to clarify my request. Take care. And so after consulting with the mayor first, this is how I responded. I said, "Hey, Gabi, thanks for your patience while the mayor and I discussed your question. To our knowledge, every City of Monroe employee has had a probationary period, and we want to maintain this practice to be fair and consistent with past, current, and future employees, especially since we have another recent hire who's still in their probationary period at this time as well. We're in the process of evaluating the pay of city employees and the work they're performing to ensure we're competitive with the market. We acknowledge and appreciate the extra work that our city staff are taking on. We're discussing tomorrow evening how to recognize that extra lift. You're valuable to the city and we don't want you to feel like you have any job insecurity." I mean,
That's-
we need her.
Yeah,
We do.
that was lovely.
Absolutely.
that said, we need to finish the probationary period like other employees are expected to. Thanks for being patient with us during a critical time and while we figure out our next steps. Let me know if you'd still like to meet tomorrow. Today's shot for me, or if this provides the information you're seeking. And at that point, she said, "No, that's okay. I don't need to meet." She got the answer she wanted. She said, "But I hear you." Essentially like, okay, worth a shot, right? But so
It's worth a shot. I mean,
It's-
I totally get it, but yeah.
we're going to
I-
adjust her pay without ending her probationary period.
Right, so, I
So
mean,
it'll
It'll-
She'll get a
yeah.
pay increase one way or
Yeah,
another.
she'll get
So,
it.
But I
Yeah.
do think that the probationary period is important to be equitable
For
and consistent,
everyone.
everyone.
Yep, I agree.
No,
Okay,
because if we
cool.
were to do it for her, then we'd have to do it for Chuck and.
Yeah,
And his position is very technical. We should not end his
Yeah.
early.
No,
And-
it's
yeah.
kind of comparing apples and oranges here.
Mhm.
So,
yeah,
Yeah.
I agree. Yeah, nope.
Okay,
Beautifully
no
said.
concerns?
No.
Okay, cool. Okay, so. All right, so I will make pay tables with the new increases, 2.5 and 3.5, or no, 2.5.
For the
col-
COL
the
and then,
COLA,
yeah,
yeah.
and then 3.5 for,
The step
Yeah.
increase across the board for each employee.
Okay.
And then we'll have to
then-
define
yeah,
do we want to decide on
the percentage for the
percentage that-
additional.
the additional responsibilities? This would be a temporary thing.
Mhm.
You were saying like five, what was it, 5 to 7, 5 to 8?
I was saying minimum
10,
5%.
And Miss 7 is in the middle, 7.
Mhm. 7.5, maybe. I don't know. Like if we want.
I'm comfortable with 7 or 7.5.
Okay, I am too.
But I would like to understand, I guess my question is that I thought that Dawn was responsible for some budget work.
I did
not just-
too.
And so
Yeah.
I really need to understand the scope here before
Oh,
I can,
absolutely agree with
before
you.
I can
So
commit.
it was definitely, I think what it was the former city administrator was doing the budget work,
Mhm.
but that information was given to Dawn to plug in, to what we have existing and using our existing accounting information.
Mhm.
I think she was taking, the
Reports.
forecast and building it with the current,
Mhm.
the current accounting numbers. and
So
all of
she's
that.
creating budget reports. She's not actually doing budgeting. And well, until
Until now.
Until now. But that- okay. So she's
I
like a
mean,
fiscal analyst, sort of.
Yeah, I
like
mean,
a
but now she
accounting
is
analyst.
doing budget, so
Yeah.
we definitely have to take that into account.
I understand, yeah, I
Yeah,
get it, okay.
Yeah.
I think, I mean, I would support up to 7.5% for that work because she's doing higher level work, but
Yeah.
I don't know how.
Yeah, that's what
I know.
I need, yeah. But so we have to base that on something like,
The time she spends on it.
not
or-
just the time she spends on it, but the quality of work coming out of it needs to be consistent. I mean, and I don't know how to word
No,
that.
That's totally, yeah. that makes
Yeah, and
sense.
then how do you
Quantify
measure it? How do you I mean, it's like,
Well, it will require oversight, that's for sure.
Yeah.
And we'll have to really, maybe she reports, maybe budget committee meets monthly until we feel for
Yeah.
3 months or whatever in the interim to really go over those numbers.
Do we understand what what a budget looks like though? Because I feel like anytime we've had a budget committee meeting, we look at pages of tables, we're like,
right.
I think she did a really good job highlighting, highlighting the things that are different. I think if she can continue to do that, I think last budget committee meeting, I was expecting a different outcome. I mean, and I think the two people who were sitting over there did too. We were expecting to see where we could get money for a new city administrator. So that was not the expectation.
Yeah, I know.
yeah.
Yeah, I feel that she is more than qualified. I mean, I was very
Mhm.
impressed with what she's provided thus far and in the interactions we've had with her regarding budget.
Mhm.
Great.
Yeah.
But I think it's also going to be an opportunity for her to not just be task focused, but to like create something, right? And that's
Mhm.
an opportunity
Yeah.
for her.
Oh,
It's a
absolutely.
growth opportunity for
Mhm.
sure.
It definitely is. So, yeah.
Stepping into a more complex,
Well,
technical,
yeah.
compliant,
Seize the
heavy
time,
role.
seize the
Mhm.
opportunity.
Yeah, I mean, it's, and there will be mistakes and we need to support her. As long as we're open and that communication is happening, I have
Yeah.
no problem. We will learn from those mistakes and we will move forward.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah, I think they're doing a great job being
do
open with
too.
us.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So when things
absolutely.
come up, they ask us. So.
yeah,
I could really see Dawn growing even more. Like I would love to see her stay with the city for a long time and like owning
yeah,
the finance piece.
yeah.
Like she's very professional. She's prompt and responsive. And yeah, I agree with what you said about last night. She provided a lot of information and a good summary.
Mhm.
So 7.5%.
Up to, yeah,
to,
but there
yeah.
has to be, like, we have to quantify that a little bit more.
Okay.
So
We just got to figure out how to do that.
Yeah. Or maybe ask her, get her input.
Totally ask
She-
her.
The people who are doing the work usually have the answers.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Mhm. Okay. And we need to ask her what, if anything, is being offloaded to Gabi.
Yes.
I would like to see everyone's job descriptions. I know that we saw them when the positions were posted, but I
Yeah.
would like to see what they look like. What was asked of them. and
Yeah,
Comparing that to what they're doing right now.
yeah.
Well, and we'll look at those and they'll probably need to be updated.
Yeah.
You know,
Well, and that's
Yeah.
the thing. I wouldn't say that we necessarily want to update their job descriptions to match what they're doing right now. We would want to update them to be current with what they should have been doing before
right. And
the former
I-
person left.
right.
So
right.
then we can see.
And that's what I meant,
Oh,
really.
okay, got
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
I mean, we'll look at it and we'll see.
Okay.
Yeah. Maybe those are floating around on the shared drive or on
I
the former
know,
city
oh.
administrator's computer.
I would really hope that every employee file has a signed copy of the job description. Like when they're hired, they
Would think
and
so. Yeah.
I'm gonna take full blame here. I didn't know what the hiring process was beyond interviews and making an offer that came from the city administrator. I don't know what their onboarding is like. I don't know if
I
employees
don't either.
are signing a job description. I thought that there was already an existing performance eval form. There's not. So I need to create that, or we need to create
Oh,
that.
okay.
Dawn had one.
Well,
but
she
it-
provided a personnel action form, I
Oh,
think.
okay, that's different.
So
than
that's
a-
when you're in trouble. It's not just
Yeah,
to
it's
check
not
in
just
annually.
an annual, this is your performance, you know,
Yeah.
this is what you've done well, this is what you can improve. Yeah.
And that's an assumption on my part for thinking that because the city has been around for 100 years or whatever, like that existed. And I just,
Well, and
Maybe not 100 years, but-
in the time I've been involved with the city,
not, okay,
I don't think so.
okay. I guess I sort of like drove us
Yeah,
into
I
other
know.
business, but I'm not
Well,
ready
that's
to.
okay. No,
yeah.
no worries at all.
I'm gonna bring up that pay range adjustment email again, so I can look at it one more time.
Is this for Mark?
No, just the salary range adjustments for,
Oh, for everybody?
yeah, I just want to look at that math really quick and because I was hoping we would have ranges here tonight. That's okay though. It's okay. They are busy.
They are busy.
Busy,
They're
busy.
They're probably inundated right now.
Yeah, completely overloaded.
Oh, there's something in the air because my work is going crazy too, man. I don't know what's going on.
Do you work?
Oh, I work from home when I don't travel, but
Got it.
I work for a very large company and they decided to switch. We are all into Google everything. Google has designed
Oh.
systems for my company, like document control, and we just switched over to Microsoft Teams and I can't find anything. I don't know what's going on. I'm on the global team and they're not over yet, so I'm still running dual environments. It's
Oh,
not
fun.
good.
I love when, oh yeah, I love that.
My last job, we were transitioning two teams, but there were a lot of people that were like, no, I like Slack. I like the sounds it makes. It's like, okay, then use both if you need to, but you have to be available on both of them. Like just.
We're
nobody-
doing now because the whole company hasn't transitioned, so
Yeah.
I'm on the global team, which is primarily Europe, and
Mm,
yeah, that's lovely. It's just like
lovely.
you have to be up at 5 a.m. and camera ready a lot. That's
I don't know if I'm
brutal.
camera ready, but I
that's lovely.
I have to be on a call at 6 o'clock in the morning usually.
Yeah.
Yeah, but fortunately, every once in a while they'll suck me in and I'll have to put like a baseball hat on and just put a shirt on
I
real
just woke
quick.
up,
and-
yeah.
Yeah, I'm
They're
good. Let's go.
So I wanted to clarify the salary range adjustments because I think when we were talking about it, something caught my ear and I was like, wait, I have to clarify this. So we're adjusting the ranges up only by 2.5%. The employees will then go up one step. So then the employees get
3.5 on top of that new
plus-
step.
Yeah. So
Okay,
it's,
gotcha.
we're adjusting the ranges by 2.5, not 2.5 plus 3.5.
Okay.
It's 2.5.
The
and
math
then-
will be different. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So I just wanted, and here's
So
kind
it
of like an easy example I use. Hopefully you can see my,
Do you mind if I look at your phone? It's okay.
I'm handing it to you. so you can see it. You're good. You're good. That was just like a round $10 per hour number, just
Mhm,
as
right,
an
right.
easy
Easy math.
calculation. And I had my teammate confirm just to make sure. I always like to have somebody
Double
check,
checking your
but
work.
we're compensation analysts, so that's what we do.
Yeah, that's a good idea. You always have to have somebody double check your work.
And have you seen that?
It's so, yeah, I think you saw it on Tuesday.
I
Yeah.
probably have. Yep.
So I just wanted to clarify the step. There's the across the board
Mhm.
and the range adjustment.
Right.
They're not
Here we
happening
go.
within,
Pass it back.
they're not both happening within the range.
Right.
So I mean, that guarantees that everybody is getting two pay bumps.
Mhm,
And
correct.
then Mark and Dawn, once we have more of an understanding of what they're doing,
Yeah.
the level they're doing it, how
Mhm.
much of, yeah, then they'll get a third.
Okay.
Are these things that we need to bring to city council? Or are these things, okay, we have to make recommendations for all
We have
this?
to make recommendations.
Okay.
So we'll have a slew of recommendations.
Okay, yeah, we will. Okay.
That's okay.
Yeah.
I'll make sure they get on the agenda. I'll probably have to circle back with you to make sure I catch them all.
Sure, yeah.
Recommendation.
And I'll be proactive and send a recap too.
Okay, good.
So it's a recommendation for a motion. Bunch of motions.
So the recommendations end up turning into motions. I don't think these need to be resolutions. As
Okay.
the only thing we have to double check is make sure we have money to do it, which
Yeah.
I'm pretty darn sure.
We do now that we're not paying.
Yeah.
Right. But we need to do our due
Yeah,
diligence
totally.
and just make sure I do not wish
Yeah.
to surprise Dawn.
Point, yep.
I commonly am, when I'm over at City Hall and the guys they'll, Mayor, we've got this repair they just had a repair
Hmm.
over at the park restrooms.
Mm.
So every time the grinder for the septic tank
Yeah.
gets stuck with stuff, and I'll just leave it at
Stuff.
that. I'll
Nice.
just leave it there, okay?
Yeah.
They have to dig up the septic tank every
I
single
saw him do that
time.
last year.
So there is a box that they can put in, and you just open the box.
Yeah,
And-
that sounds so much better. It
That-
was quite intrusive.
Yeah, so I needed more explanation. When he said the grinder got gummed up again, I said, not again. Yes. So I said, okay, I know that's because it takes him 2 hours
Yeah.
to dig it all out.
Not a good use of his time. and
No,
labor.
no.
When I saw
So-
it last year, it was a huge giant.
Right.
hole.
Oh my god.
So the box is $2,500. So I turn around and go, Dawn, do we have the money in the budget? And so she said there's the, I think it's the public works budget, and then parks is like a sub fund.
Mhm.
The sub fund didn't have enough money in it, but the overall public works fund does.
Okay.
So I just, and he was like, thank
Yeah.
you. And I said, no, thank you.
Thank you for
know?
digging up that box
It's
and
like, this is
ungumming
lunacy.
it.
We
with-
should
Yeah,
not be doing
right?
this, you know? So, yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we'll do recommendations on all this stuff.
Okay.
Um,
Do you guys have time to get into other business a little bit?
I
Yeah.
do.
Yeah,
Okay.
Go for it.
So performance evaluation form,
Mhm.
we don't have it. I would like to create one and circulate it to our group, or maybe, I don't know if I'm allowed to circulate it. Maybe that ends up being a meeting. Although it's only 3 of us, it's not 4, right? Or
Our
I should
fourth-
probably just bring it here, right?
Our fourth was the former city administrator, so
Yeah, so there's 3 of us now.
we're the Three
Okay.
Musketeers. so-
Okay. I know that we've been including Counselor Cuthbertson on some emails because she's the chair. Do we?
Well, she's the council president,
Mhm.
so with
Yeah.
this kind of thing, we don't have to. She's not part of the committee,
Okay,
so it's okay. It
okay,
was just with like the daily chaos at City Hall. I wanted her to be aware of certain things.
right, the final check to.
Yeah, just so she's aware in case someone comes up to her and goes, hey, what's going on, you know?
Totally, yeah,
So,
okay,
but with this, it would be like, as an example, if something with Public Works went down, she is the chair of Public Works.
Yeah.
So we would definitely,
yeah.
bring her into the loop, of course. So,
Okay.
yeah.
Well, how do you two feel about me creating a draft performance eval form and just circulating it between our email? Or would you
I'm
prefer that I
totally
bring
fine
it
with
to a
that.
future meeting?
I'm fine with that, as
Yeah.
long as we're not breaking any rules. I
No, no,
don't
we're
think,
just-
as
it's
long as,
just a
yeah,
document.
then it's all of us,
We're reviewing the
so.
document. We're not voting on it.
Okay.
you know.
Okay,
I would say just send it out,
okay,
provide feedback, and then we go from there.
okay,
And we can we can go ahead, once we provided feedback, if there's any updates or, anything, make them, and then we can include it at the next city council meeting.
Okay.
And that might end up being, I don't think that'd be a resolution either. That would be, we're just approving a document, so.
I just remembered, you're
Mhm.
not gonna be in the country either, right?
My trip is like the first week or 2 weeks of April.
Okay.
So that city council will be before that. You're gonna be gone?
I'm gonna be gone for the next city council meeting.
Okay,
I'll
When's
be
the
gone
next-
for
When's the next one?
24th
yeah,
Of April?
of March.
March.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I
I'll be gone between the 22nd and the 1st.
Okay.
So I'll, yeah. And I do want to get these.
Do you want to, can we call another meeting?
That's what I was thinking.
Hmm,
We could do that.
Okay. It would have to be
22nd.
before next Friday.
Yep.
Do you have time?
Yeah, I think so. Let's see here.
And aren't you planning a wedding also on top of all this?
Yes.
My goodness.
If I get, I'm just gonna say it. If I get furloughed, I'm renting out my house and moving to Silverton full time, just so you guys know. Or if I lose my job, like,
It's that bad?
yeah, I work for a large medical research institute and
I'm so sorry.
NIH has lost tons of funding
Yeah.
because of our
Okay.
fantastic president.
Yeah.
So the 20th is a Thursday. It's Thursday of next week.
Okay, let's see here. We have an economic development committee.
Okay, I don't know.
I'm not gonna be there. I don't know why it's on my calendar, but.
I don't know that we're gonna be ready to do anything with economic development
Oh,
at this
okay.
point.
I
So,
won't be here on the 20th.
okay,
Okay.
so 19th?
Nope, 19th, 20th and 21st, I'm in Kentucky.
Oh, okay,
Fun.
all right.
I can, they're only 2 hours ahead, so I can join by Zoom.
That'll be okay?
Mhm.
Okay,
On the 19th?
19th or the 20th?
The 20th would be preferred because
Okay.
I think I'm getting there pretty late.
Okay.
Yeah,
so
I could
March
do the 20th.
Okay, so,
I think we need to cancel
That's-
that other meeting.
yeah, no, that's easy. I'm the chair of the Economic Development Committee, so that's not a big deal. So I will go ahead and we'll do a special
Okay.
city council meeting on the 20th. And we'll go ahead and I will double check with Michelle Eldridge. These are all related, but I might have to bust them out into like
Yeah.
many little special city council sessions.
Okay.
So
just
we'll
like
have to
one
go
after
in, do it, go out, go in, go out. We might have to do that.
another.
They
Okay.
are all related, so I'm kind of
Yeah.
hoping. But remember, we had a special city council meeting one time and we had to do
Like four,
we had to
like,
do two separate ones.
yeah,
That's just painful.
It-
It's just like, "Argh."
I'll just put it in here as tentative, but that would be awesome if we could do it
Yeah,
on the 20th.
and this will be strictly a personnel. We'll talk about all the.
Okay.
Vote on all the personnel stuff.
Okay, great.
And also that'll move this forward so that they'll be able to realize these pay adjustments, right?
Mhm.
Sooner. I think
Yeah.
that's really important as well.
Absolutely.
Definitely need to recognize them and help them feel appreciated. So they
If we
stay
could get
and-
things going for them so that
Mhm.
April is when all this stuff.
That would, I'm sure I would feel better about it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Okay, well, I'll go ahead and get it called and we'll go
Awesome.
from there.
Thank you.
Yep.
Okay.
Well, what else we got?
There's the personnel action form. Dawn said that she sent that too. So let me see if I can find that.
And that's the one that they use when there is an issue.
Yeah.
Is that the one they use when there's an issue or is that the one? I was confused. and
Oh,
I-
maybe
I'm
that's just like a,
like a review, performance review thing.
Well, I thought they don't have a performance evaluation form, so.
Yeah.
see.
But is that what they were kind of using it as?
Probably. It's kind of the impression I was getting. They were using it for both.
okay, so we have a personnel action form. It's like the higher status, rate of pay, separation notice. It's like
It does
the
multiple
details of
things.
somebody's employment record.
Okay. okay.
It-
Hmm,
Yeah, it doesn't have anything for performance. and-
Okay,
Okay, okay, so
interesting.
yeah, so it's actually. So that means we still also need. The form I get, or maybe we don't need a form for it, but like when somebody messes up, and you
Mhm.
have to have a conversation with them. I mean, maybe we don't need a form for that.
Well, and just for the record, there were conversations and they were never documented.
Yeah,
Yeah,
So-
that's just, that puts us in a really bad position.
Mhm.
Yeah, definitely. Hmm, okay. All right, so performance evaluation form. I'm looking at the personnel action form and it looks pretty standard. That's fine. That looks like it was a template from Microsoft or something. It's not bad. Has all the basic
Mhm.
info.
Yeah.
Well, I think we can cross off personnel action form, but we do need to create a performance evaluation form.
Okay.
And I'll circulate that this week.
Okay.
I'll
There should
create
be
one.
there should be a template that we could recycle for that.
Okay.
I just had to do a business license application.
Mm,
So I took Harrisburg's and I adjusted it.
there you
for
go.
us.
There's no sense in recreating the wheel.
Why? I mean, there's bullet
It
points.
works.
Yeah, so that's
Yeah.
what I did. And I gave
Yeah.
it back to Dawn, so she's got it. Because we actually have someone that is interested in doing a fireworks stand for the 4th of July. And
Wow.
I did talk to the fire chief about it, so he is aware. So-
Okay.
Mm.
Well, we know how I feel about fireworks.
And
I
that's
actually
not a
had
good time for
I
us.
had a conversation with the fire chief about it and my feelings as well.
Mm.
And it was a good conversation and he made some good points. So
Yeah,
very
okay.
interesting.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Should we talk about what we would like to see on the evaluation form while the three of us are here? Like, I would like to see, we don't have to use the term SMART goals, but they need to be, they need to be measurable. We need to
Yeah,
be able
absolutely.
to quantify success or,
Yeah, there's no
Not
point if
success.
you can't measure them or quantify them somehow.
Mhm.
yeah, like how would
Yeah.
you tie it to?
You know, you need to
pay
do
and-
it, you need to do at least one training, a month or something, as an
Yeah.
example.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
yeah.
Okay,
Okay. There,
measurable. maybe I'll send out just the one that I use that we received in my job, just as a starting point to get us talking
Yeah.
about it.
The VFW might have a.
Do they have a thing here tonight?
Well, let me
Oh.
go out and ask them.
Okay.
Let me double check. We're almost done anyway.
They're all
Yeah.
kind of the same anyway.
Yeah. Did you meet your goals?
I-
Why or why not?
Yeah, yeah.
One
What
to
are your
5.
metrics? And yeah,
Yeah.
did you, yep, it's.
Yeah.
We are almost done. Give us like
Thank you.
All right. Well, we have homework and I'll work on this tomorrow and stuff to you. And thank you. I think I'm just gonna call this.
No, you're fine.
Calling this HR and personnel finance, whatever it's called, to close. Thank you for being on this committee.
Yeah. I don't know about that.
No, it's great.